Now let's move to the stock market, a
Okay.
subject of great interest to everyone here, I'm sure. Over the years, you've generally been reluctant to frame a big cosmic position on the stock market.
I've done it about 5 times.
I know, but I think last spring, if I'm remembering correctly, and correct me if I'm not, you said that stocks were neither greatly expensive or really cheap.
Right.
What would you say now about stocks? And in answer, you might also mention what people are now calling the Buffett standard. I didn't even know that. A statistical comparison that Fortune has used and promoted over the years, and tell us how things rank there.
Well, I did use in a talk I gave 15 years ago at Sun Valley and got reprinted in Fortune, a standard of total market capitalization to GDP. And that I used that because it showed at that time how extreme things had gotten. I think they'd gone from
Extremely high.
Yeah, they'd gotten from 40% of GDP, which had been kind of standard over the years, they'd gotten up to like 170% or something. So it wasn't designed to be a fine-tuning type of valuation, but it showed things that really changed in a big way. A very high percentage of the time, stocks are in what I call a zone of reasonableness. This is not something, we all know that pi is 3.14159, and little kids can sometimes give it out to hundreds of decimal places. But the stock market's not like that. There's a range of reasonableness, and most of the time throughout my lifetime, it's sold in the range of reasonableness. That range changes over time as earnings accumulate and interest rates change and all that sort of thing. There's only been about 5 times in my life, I think, that I've actually spoken out publicly to say it was outside the range in one direction or another. The most recent one being in October. I was early in October of 2008, and I said stocks were cheap, and I wrote an op-ed in the New York Times. But I'll probably have some chance, once every 5 or 10 years to make a definitive statement. There is a big zone of reasonableness. Anybody thinks they can pinpoint it is crazy. It's not that precise. And fortunately, you don't need to. If you buy good businesses at reasonable prices and hold them, you're going to make a lot of money. And that's true of stocks as a group. It's true of individual companies.
So you're saying that right now they are in a zone of reasonableness?
They are in a zone of reasonableness.
Okay.